ULTI.TV.
Welcome viewers to round 5 of the Zone Ultimate Super League in Adelaide. Tonight we see Swill versus Junkyard. Two teams who are coming off a loss last week. Swill a very close loss on Universe Point to Rhubarb after a massive comeback by them. And we have Junkyard, who previous to last week were undefeated and then copped a hiding at the hands of Gilgamesh, who were playing Savage. It was definitely a surprise. So this week we see Swill has regained Chino, and looks like Rog is back. He looks like he'll play some points until he injures himself again. So they look like they're pretty much close to full strength. Oh, they are missing Val at this stage though. No sign of Val. 17 points, 17 fantasy points last week, so they'll definitely miss him if he doesn't turn up. Junkyard get Andy Baddix back, who will definitely provide them a lot of spark on D. Some good offensive pressure as well. Maybe a few assists, a few goals. So I think they'll appreciate having him back. Apart from that, it's more or less the same team. So you'd expect Junkyard to bounce back from what was a pretty disappointing performance by them last week. So yeah, it should be an interesting game. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Swill can start the game off the way they started against Rhubarb and jump out of the blocks. We'll be with a live action very shortly. Alright, so we've got Junkyard to pull to get things going. Sando's going to put the disc up. Classic rolling pull. Swill should be able to work this back up to the brick point pretty easily. Disc with Sean on the danger side here. It does like his forehand. He's put it up nonetheless. Two players going deep, and good bring down by Marty in the end. Thought Baddix or Craig might have got to that. And that's a poor disc, unfortunately, to the shins of Chino running past. So Sando will pick up again from basically where he pulled the disc. It's a continuation. It's a good look, but it's probably a little too deep by the time Baddix had the disc. Just with Dennis. They need to look to work the disc to the other side of the field here. They're getting a bit stuck. Good take, and this will go up. This is coming. I think Jimmy's going to completely misread this here. Yes, great take by Baddix. 1-zip. Like Drew's going to put the pull up this time. Probably like to get a little more distance on it than a rolly forehand. Sit it up for a bit, float down, give him a chance to get some pressure on the disc early. See what Junkyard bring in defence. That's a pull's going to drift out, so we'll see a brick here. We've got Swill in a vert stack. Got a forehand force. Quick break from Bruce. Good flow here. He should put that up. Oh, looked like a good look. Work the other side of the field now. Oh, was he in or was he out? Feet looked out from here, but to be fair, we are a long way away. Called out. Ricky would like that. This is what Junkyard really didn't have last week. These safe unders to players like Greg and Baddix. Pretty easy working so far from Junkyard. Breaking the mark at will. And there's another break, and that's 2-0 to Junkyard. So Swill really need to break the run of play here. They need to get one on the board. They're very much a confidence team, Swill. So Swill very much a confidence team. You saw last week when they were up. They were playing red hot Frisbee against against rhubarb. Often if they have a poor start, they do tend to struggle to recover. So they definitely need to get one on the board here. Good news for Swill. Val Zarkin has just turned up. Val up. So that just drifted a little too long for Sean. Junkyard with a disc. Oh, that's gonna... Good bid by Sando, that's down. So Swill with a red hot opportunity here. Looks like Sean Davis will quite rightly take this one. Jimmy will have to get out of that corner. Or will he? Never mind that. There's a goal. Swill on the board. 2-1. The international man of mystery Val is back this... well, he's turned up. He's warming up on the sidelines. What kind of role will he play today? Had 3 very average rounds to start the season and burst into life last week. Swill will definitely need him to play a solid game. Likewise, Junkyard will need Sando and Drew to really bounce back into form. Drew had a bit of a shocker last week. Interesting choice for zone here. Would have thought that the conditions are probably a little too still and the handling probably too good for Junkyard in this for this zone. But we'll see. They're going to persist. Looks like they've kind of... No, they're still persisting with the zone. Junkyard will just walk this one in. Very pleasant conditions for Ultimate tonight. Drew right on the goal line. They'll just be patient as we go here. And here's a goal. Maybe not. They keep him out for a couple more throws. There it is. Easy as you like. I think that might be the first and last zone point you'll see tonight. Pass on our best wishes to BJ, who's not with us again this week. He's still in hospital, so we hope he's going to have a swift recovery. Val straight to the action. Good gain to Chino, who's also playing in his first game this Super League. Missed the first 4 rounds. Bruce pushed the disc up. That's got a lot of air. But Sean's got position, and it's a great grab. Not quite in, is he? It's called not in. He's got to think his way through this, Sean. He's going to have to look at a dump. There's been a call of some sort. Looks like a foul call. Possibly one of those cheeky foul calls you call to get out of a high still count when you're directly outside the end zone. Should be resolved pretty soon. Not sure what the stall count is. Looks like it may have been high still. But it's a lovely throw from Sean in the end to Bruce. That's 3-2. So Kev's going to put this one up. Expect Swill to come down in man. Don't think they're going to try the zone again. Although Sean is getting down awfully quickly. No, it's definitely man. Well, John's busted. Baddock's had a look. Probably wise to look that one off. John Foley doing a lot of running. That's a good cut from Nick on the break side. Not forthcoming. That's a real up and under from Drew. That's a great D from Marty there. Got right to the sit. And this is going to... Oh, Val is very restrained from Val. Red light Val. And that's what he played last week, and he played very well. Will this one come back in? It's going to be beautiful. But does Marty have the legs? Oh, yes. Beautifully placed. That's 3-all. Swill in this game. Centimetre perfect pass from Sean Lace, as Dennis Cometti would say, it's champagne ultimate. If Bruce McAvaney were here, he might call it delicious. Drew in a good spot for a power play. No one going deep for him though. It's a very compact stack, very, very short. Look to exploit the deep part of the field. Ambitious look from Fred, but Nick, once again this week, does not look particularly quick. Is he carrying an injury, or maybe he's just not as quick as we thought? Jimmy doing what he does best, going early and cutting deep. But that's a clean throwaway to Kev. So Swill going to have to go ferocious D here. If they can get a turn and put it in, that'll give them the lead for the first time in the match. But Junkyard in a very good position to convert the D here. And there it is, Ricky. Battix to Ricky. It's too easy. Swill can't afford to give the disc away that easily. So the game is back with serve. Junkyard leading 4-3. Swill back in this game. Looks like they've settled a little, playing some good offense. And their defense is working well enough to generate some turns. Looks like we're going to see Sando to put this pull up. Expect a forehand, or maybe not. Here comes the backhand. Commentator's curse, or perhaps it's just poor commentary. Ooh. And Bruce puts it up. This looks decent. Sean should be able to bring this down. That'll be a score. Great assist from Bruce. Sean Lace on the end of it, 4-all. So it's time for me to step out of the commentary box. I'm going to hand you over to Morgan Llewellyn and Matt Ward.
And we see Kev in the orange socks. Not a bad pull, a little bit too central.
Pass it off to Ricky, another little hammer there. Battix has got the disc. The field is very open right through the middle.
Nice blade.
Lovely little blade from Ricky, loves that throw.
Carving it up through the centre. That was just too easy. What was going on there, Morgan?
Oh, not sure. Yeah, that was a really nice offensive point by Junkyard. They moved it straight through the middle of the field, swung it easily and just kept the disc moving. So it was just really efficient.
Certainly was.
And here we go. Swill, Jimmy's just thrown it behind Kev, and just didn't straight to the ground. Sando, lovely forehand.
Break throw, too easy.
To Drew, nice catch. The score. Junkyard continue their efficient and offensive ways, 6-4. Here comes the pull from Drew. Nice little backhand. It's fading to the right, away, and it lands out.
Swill with a vert stack. Already a break throw to Sean. Well, they're playing straight up. Looks like slightly straight up on Sean.
Close little throw to Bruce, but moves it to Val nicely, and Val's put it too high for Mark, which is pretty hard to do since he's pretty tall.
Backhand force. Battix is getting a lot of disc. To the Duke. The Duke's a bit nervous.
What's his little shoulder
Nick's
wheel
going
in?
long. He hasn't seen him at all.
And he's playing pretty conservative.
Nick running his heart out as usual. It's pretty clogged out there, and that's what you get when it's a little bit too clogged. There looked like there was a couple of dumps there at least. Battix was static. Battix should have cleared out.
Just about to say that actually was like good pressure from Swill then on their man defense. Foul. Outside in. Really
another D for Sando. He's racking him up at this point.
Bad option there. I think it's just not thrown to anybody.
Swill are looking tired. Look at the space Nick's got on Steve. Multiple dumps again.
Sando keeps working hard. He loves to be the reset guy.
Break. Nick's gone. Look, how much is Nick running? He is running a lot.
Just outside the end zone here. Jumps it to Andy. Got Fred and easy 1-2. That's 7-4 and Junkyard pulling away.
Okay, so it's now 7-4 to Junkyard. They've got a bit of a break. Interesting to note, during that break we had a lot of voice from the Rocket Man, Kevin Robinson, trying to rally the troops. Swill have got 4 subs this week, a lot more than previous weeks, but they're still looking quite tired.
You can see Rog there making an effort for the disc, and he's carrying in his quadriceps injury from a couple of weeks ago, and so I think he's a bit tender.
Junkyard's swinging it very nicely.
Oh, it's a lovely disc from Drew to Nick. Nice catch, and it's just a beautiful offense from Junkyard.
Duke's cleaning it up.
And that's half. Right, well, we're back from half time. Swill pulling to Junkyard. I was just standing in the group huddle for Swill, and they really were trying to emphasise just better timing on their cuts, and really focusing on their throws, and in particular making sure that they're throwing to an actual target and not just empty space with hope that someone runs into.
Well, Junkyard were worried about the pace of Kev and Jimmy, so they're clearly not too concerned about this match at this present point in time.
Here's Nick to Vaddix, and there's a call.
Kev?
More than likely.
So it's an away force by Jimmy. One break. That's a pretty soft force.
And another pick call. Cool, so just wanted to say it's been fantastic conditions for Ultimate today. It's been 30 degrees here in Adelaide, and just maybe a little bit cooler than that now. But yeah, no wind to speak of at all. It's quite still. Beautiful conditions, really.
Showing on the way Junkyard are moving the disc.
Yeah, all their throws are just nice and easy and crisp.
Baddock's getting a lot of disc, and there's 2 points for an assist. Beautiful work. So in the blink of an eye, it's gone from 5-4 to 9-4 to Junkyard. Swill look like they've just sort of stopped standing still at the moment. Kev's trying to rally the troops, lots of voice, trying to get it from the sidelines from Rog and Steve. We're not really hearing it. Sean's certainly running very hard.
Yeah, the body language from Swill probably isn't as energetic as it could be. And I think Kev's just trying to G everybody up, make sure they realise this is really quite an important stretch for them to get on the scoreboard.
Sean looked for Jimmy or Kev Long. I think Kev was the original one, but original cut, but just didn't quite come off. That's very unfortunate because it was.
Right, Junkyard playing in a vert stack, offset a little bit across the field, using lots of as a pick call.
Lots of pick calls.
It's a little bit messy. Just coalescing in the middle of the players.
Disc in. Couple of dumps once again.
Might be one of the big differences of the teams is Junkyard really.
Baddox takes off. That's a beautifully timed cut. Jimmy and Greg with the orange and blue flycatcher boots. We'll see you one day, buddy. 4. Sando with the pull. Deep one. That's going to land in the end zone. There we go, Bruce. Nice catch.
We just had Andy Baddox walk past and try and explain his misread from just a second ago, saying he was just setting up a layout, not letting it just go over his head by chance.
Of course. Kev. They just don't have the well-timed cuts. Sean is buggered. That should have been Sean's.
Sean's cut again
still
deep.
See it.
And he's going to get
I've
it.
spoken too early. Well done, Sean Lace. Well done, Bruce. Come on, Swill. Give us a game.
Alright, here we go. Sean Lace for the pull. They've finally broken the drought and scored one. With a nice put from Bruce to Sean. And he's pulled it out.
What was that, Rod?
So it looks like Swill were entertaining this kind of really loose, weird looking zone.
Oh, Sando. Misread, but reads it still. Bit of travel there. He's hopping around like Donald Duck.
It's a good swing. It's a High release.
All day. To his favourite buddy,
Mark,
the
come on,
Duke.
Mark. Oh, he's got the D.
Oh, well done, Mark. So Swill have gone to some sort of horror. Very wide horror. Kev finds Steve.
Bit cold. So bit of a different look here on offense for Swill. They obviously horizontals, just something a bit different, and they tried their weird junky kind of zone. So they're obviously trying a few different tactics to help get back in the game.
Clear quicker than that. Come on, bring him wider. He's just let Sando stay in that zone. Cut off Mark. High release. Nice. Val, he's going to throw this all day. And it's a shocker. It's a good one.
Jimmy takes a grab. I thought he stopped halfway through his run, so I'm surprised he actually made it there, but he did.
Oh, nice work, Jimmy.
Oh, just over Kev.
Doesn't have the legs, too much cycling.
So we just had a stall out, not a throwaway, and Ricky's put it up. Mark's got the D here, though.
Mark, well done.
Oh,
Baddix.
Good grab from Baddix. He can't resist.
Nick is getting a lot of disc. And he milks it for a score. Well done.
Nice Junkyard. 2 passes, done.
So we've got 11-5 to Junkyard. Sando, flat pull.
He was doing forehand pulls a lot from the last few weeks, so interesting to see the backhands coming out.
And we've got Roger back on the field for Swill, providing a little bit of run, but that quad's still affecting him apparently. Be great to see him back at full fitness. Somebody's got to time that cut well. Kev goes for a very fancy inside out. That's just a little bit too tricky and under such pressure.
Alright, we're back in. I thought we'd better take this opportunity to talk about Zone shirts. Oh. Firstly, Greg takes a little hammer to Nick for the score. Makes it 12-5. Alright, so I was just about to say before, we've got these lovely shirts from Zone. How do you find them, Matt?
I actually find them very, very good.
They're quite comfortable, aren't they?
Yep, good patterns. Very distinctive, the 4 teams.
Cool, so Swills look like they're trying another new offensive pattern, which is a split stack as opposed to horizontal they ran last time.
Well recognised. I don't think I picked that one up earlier.
But they didn't really cut into the middle or up and down very much, so they really just didn't use it as it was supposed to be intended for.
Bruce to Sean. Sean said more bombs during the break, and we agreed with him, and it hasn't come off. Sorry, fellas.
Nick for the D, even though Dennis probably deserved it.
Greg looking upfield. He had the eyes wide open. So does Baddix. He's got an eternity. There's not a lot of pressure on that throw at all. Fred's walking. There we go. Richie, the handler. Oh, Nick, he's going to steal it again. Share it around, Nick. Come on, this is out of control.
That's 13-5 to Junkyard.
Okay, so 13-5. During the break, we've got Joe from Swill looking after a lost dog, and Mark's been minding his young daughter, so their minds aren't really in the game at all. I think they've given up at this stage. Bow with a lot of space.
We've even noticed Cav's quieted down too, so it must be a bit of a heads down effort.
Yeah. Sean's been running all day. That's a good pick up by Steve. It's a typical, look at that,
Lovely.
Steve. I love Steve's class sometimes.
Well, they've really been missing Steve. I think it was great for them last week, and he just needs to try and get into the game a bit more.
They're moving the disc, which is nice. Now Jimmy's got to clear quicker than that out of the lane. Oh, I guess that was. It's like it's an away force.
Haven't got much.
A lot of space up the line, sorry, man.
Yeah, I was just saying, the Swill just really haven't offered much. Like the cutters probably have been just found a bit missing in terms of actually being there when the handlers are ready to pass it.
Bruce working hard for the swing cut. So important just to open up the field. Well done, Jimmy. Nice work, Jimmy. Great work, Swill. Sean with a 360 pull. Like it. Drew, he looks like a cricketer with that fielding pose. Fantastic.
We were just saying, Matt, just on and off air, that Junkyard just really consistent all the way across their lineup. Just solid, playing within themselves.
Solid handers, good runners. No standout players, really.
Yeah, we were trying to decide on Sando's just dropped a simple,
as we were saying, no
blowing
standout
one.
players. And did Bruce fumble that? Was that a turn? Oh, that looks so uncomfortable. But he straddled it and Jimmy's given him an option. But there's a call.
Travel. Chino's his first game this league. I'm not sure where he's been, but first game back. Actually thought his back foot was landed in first, but that's a long way from here.
Now what's Drew going to go here? If I was Drew, I would just bust right straight away.
Probably even just throw a layout in, maybe a Bruce style layout.
On the back.
And ongoing discussions here. Kev's involved now, so it's going to take a bit longer.
Disc in. Drew did exactly as I thought he would. But it wasn't enough. Well done, Sean.
Chino to Sean.
13-7. So we've got Junkyard. They've rested Greg, Drew. That's all I can see at the moment.
Nice pull there from Sean. And they're mounting a little bit of a comeback here, which is good to see. Hopefully they can make a bit more of a game of it, but might be a bit late.
It's good for Super League.
That's another zone. That's, again, a bit weird.
The UE connection. Great position, Baddix on Nick as well. Where's the pressure on Nick?
Oh,
well done, Bruce. Bad
good
luck.
grab from Sando. Baddix has played really well. He's running hard tonight. Ricky, little hammer to John. Baddix wants to score, and he's got it to Nick. That's 14-7 and close to another win.
So could this be the last points of this game? Swill have given up. Mark's on the sideline. Jimmy's on the sideline. Sean's on the sideline. Still plenty of good players out there, though. Looking a bit more open in the middle there. Nice catch by Chino.
Chino with a bit of a face plant.
Yeah.
He's right.
Come on, Rog. Fire it off.
I haven't seen too much of him today.
Here we go. And Marty, left. Read that. He's read it. I think he has. Well done.
Good grab from Marty and Val. Nice throw. 14-8 and hopefully they can keep on going.
14-8. Coming up next, we have Gilgamesh versus Rhubarb with some of the genuine stars of Ultimate in Ward, Kayan, Llewellyn. Should be a good game.
Should be a good game. Last time they played, it was a Universe point. There goes Sando.
Bit lady. Marty, well done. He was just big enough. I'm not sure he read it, but he was just there and he confused Greg a little bit.
Such a good value pick. Number 8.
Good value pick, Marty, at number 8.
And he's really improved a lot, hasn't he? Like, he's still a new player to the game, and he's really come leaps and bounds. Chino gets the dump off. Foul. Can't resist. And this is a good one.
Come on, Rog. Show us that spring. Well done. Bit of Roger
Rog.
Bold, and is he going to get up? He got up. You beauty.
I think it was on the non-injured leg. Swill pulling and again trying to force another turnover to keep them in this game.
That's a great pull.
Good hang time and yeah, they've run down pretty well to get to it.
Loose two-man zone, is it?
It's this junky zone that they've been pulling, and I'm not really sure it's been doing too much. I think offences have just been going around it just like that.
He's got to cover Fred. Is Fred going to show some wile here?
It was 3-on-1 on defence.
And he has.
And
And he's gone the hammer. Mark hasn't read it. And that's game. Well done, Fred. Game over. We'll see you in the next game.